Every time they've been in a close game this year, they found a way to gut it out and get a win. That was back and forth, and you have to give them credit. They made some big plays, big shots going down the stretch.
How relieved are you, Spo, that these 2 nights are over?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily thinking about that, right now. You just had 2 very competitive teams going after it. Both teams wanting to get this game. Yeah, but from a personal standpoint, I'm glad this is behind us now.
Erik, just the final possession. I guess I don't know if Dion knew how many seconds were left necessarily. You were trying to rush him up the court. Just what was the plan there for that last shot?
Yeah, something similar that we had before. I mean, shockingly, we end up getting a good, clean look. I don't think I could have diagrammed something better than that. Sometimes if you don't know what you're doing, they don't know what you're doing either, and you end up getting something out of it. We started slow into that possession, but we ended up executing the triggers after that, and maybe that was the deception and the decoy that confused them. I don't know.
Was this the kind of game, Erik, when Dion Waiters is going, you sort of go with him and sort of let it go sort of on his flow as he's on a run?
Yeah, he was aggressive but making the right plays, and he was able to get to the basket against a team that protects the rim pretty well. And then that got the rest of his game going, and he was shooting the ball very well. So we get some good offensive performances. We score 107 points, shoot 49%, but we're giving up that many. We don't win those kind of games usually.
I was going to ask you, Erik, about the defense last night. A kind of a totally different game from last night.
Yeah, but they had adjusted. You have to give Fizz credit for that. They played some of the quicker guys, speed lineups. They were spreading us out, so there was different situations where they were driving and getting into gaps, and their bigs were spacing behind the 3. And it's one thing to do that, to space behind the 3, but it also is another thing to make all those plays. They made some big threes down the stretch. Green hit one. Williams hit a couple. Gasol hit a big one. Every time we went and overhelped, which is the instinct for bigs, they made us pay for that. And then Conley made every big play down the stretch. It's early right now, but if he's not an all-star, that'll be a crime. He's playing at a extremely high level, and he's doing it in these close games when they matter the most.
I know you spoke about the minutes restriction yesterday. Marc Gasol, when he's able to do what he did, I saw you switch to Son off him for a while when Gasol was playing more high post. What was it like trying to contain Gasol, or just when he has that going, is that who he is?
It shows you what a great player can do. He adjusted, he adapted. And well, if you're around the league long enough and enough questions about how did we contain him last game, well, a guy's going to come in razor sharp the next game, and he did it from all over the court, really all over the court. He was doing it in the post early on, hitting jumpers from the post, getting into the paint. Then he was spacing and playing off the ball, and then his pick and rolls to flaring and making a lot of plays off of that. So, that was an exhibition for a center to make that many kind of plays against different kind of defenses too. It was not one guy guarding him. There were a lot of different guys guarding him, a lot of different complex things that he was involved in.
Erik, just looking ahead, obviously Justice has been out now 7 games. Any hope for him on Monday, or what's...
I don't know. Everything's day to day. He hasn't done a practice yet, so I think that it's too early to tell. We'll see. Guys will get in tomorrow and work, and we'll go from there. He, Justice, Gorn, Wayne, and we'll see. Has it already been 7 games?